Not a whole lot. How about yourself? I went out and I spent a bunch of money on a file to finish modifying the Sebenza. Speaking of which, I will need to get the stock scale out. Now, I haven't taken any pictures of this thing yet, but once it's done, I'll be out taking pictures, and we'll see how it looks. I don't know if I'm doing lapping films or not. They wear out super fast when you're doing stuff they aren't designed to do, aka flattening. So I dropped by Millet Knives in Nampa, Idaho yesterday. Got some questions answered. And I do believe that that is who I will be going with when it comes to OEM work. Sounds to me, I got to talk to their machinist for about an hour and a half yesterday. And it sounds to me like they've been screwed over a lot. And that sucks. But I would like to have a solid business relationship with them, so we'll see how things go. I also got to see the finish that I'll be putting on my knife. So I personally could do with or without it. And put away that goes. Now as for this, I got a half round mill, or a half round bastard file for finishing that thumb cutout. And to finish that, we will need the file. Bobrick, what's up? How's it going? Okay. Nice. The Harbor Freight files, all the files that they had weren't big enough. Either that or they were too big. So I went and got a Crescent file to do this. Okay, I'll see you when you get there. Looking good. It's from Harbor Freight. It's pretty cheap. Like $30, I think, when I got it. Looking good so far. Yep, we're getting there. I'm holding it at a slightly wrong angle, so I need to fix that. We're getting down to the depth that it was at before. It's just going to take forever. It is what it is. Maybe. How's it going, Freedom? This is a scale for a knife that we're customizing. Just the file that I'm using is kind of uncomfortable, so I'm thinking of a cheap way of making a handle. Small piece of tape. Apparently, if I had some machinery, this would be like one move and it would cut all of that out. Would be really nice to have some stuff like that. I've lost my mind. No way. Why would you think that? You mean my aftermarket Sebenza scale? Factory one's right here. The aftermarket one is the one that we're modifying. But sure, I could continue making people think that it's a rare Wilson Combat version, which would be entertaining. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Get the watch off and continue. Filing. This shit takes forever. Filing fail. We're like a quarter of the way there. It's an aftermarket Sebenza scale, yeah. I'll be filing about halfway through the scale. And I'm filing halfway through the scale because I want a thumb ramp, and these things don't come with a thumb ramp. Yeah, I'm filing at an angle. Do you guys think that I was... No. I'm filing it at an angle. Unfortunately, it's not doing exactly what I wanted it to, but I don't have a whole lot of control over which way it goes. I'm not great at filing things. Oh, I was doing this the other night too. We might finish flattening this thing again too. It was the other night, like a couple nights ago. Yeah, after I did that, I flattened the front face too. Not completely. As you can see, there's still a couple dark spots on here, but that don't reflect. I think that that's grounds for throwing hands. Not that I condone violence or anything. It might help if I just bought a Dremel and did this. I almost want to leave it right there for now and just move on to flattening because this sucks. We'll swap between the two. Maybe until it's done, maybe until I'm just tired of this bullshit. Thumb ramp. Right here. You know, I did remove a decent chunk of titanium right there. Well, yeah. If the outside's flat, it's going to have the finish that I want. Some people will say that they're already ruined. Whether they are or not is up to interpretation, but I'm not finished with the mod that I want, so... Yeah, but then the Scotch-Brite's going to get in between the lines, and I don't want that. You don't think they'll look good when I'm done? Ooh, that removed a decent chunk right there. I'm not sure how it's going to look when I'm done. I mean, I've got an idea, but guess we'll find out. No, we don't. We most definitely don't need a song for this. Damn, that looks good. Damn, I wish I had a Dremel. I can't freestyle rap worth crap, so definitely not. Yeah, my old one was from Harbor Freight. It lasted a while, but it didn't last forever. Just how it is when you're working with electronics. I'm willing to bet that that cutout that I did is enough right there. We won't know until we put it back on, though. Yes. I'm not super worried about how it looks. That right there, I don't care. Something happened right there. I have no clue how to read that, but how you doing? A diamond came loose. Took out some chunks on a couple spots. That sucks. I would agree. This is going quite well. Welcome back. Well, if your shit arrived, be sure to wipe. Oh, cool. Well, that's good news. That means I pack things well. Don't tell me I forgot to put the knife in there. Did I forget to put the knife in there? That'd be fucking hilarious. No, I said it might be squished. Because I sent it in an envelope. Oh. Yeah, you won't get much coverage there. What, where they sent an empty box? I would never. How do you know that that was done on purpose? What do you do to piss people off like that? Damn. Well, there you go. Shit happens. Hmm. Well, I've yet to piss off a company enough to do that. That just blows my mind that it's happened more than once. I don't know why it would happen to begin with. No, what did you do to cause them to not send you shit that you ordered? Hmm. All I can say is maybe somebody that works there knows you and doesn't like you. That's more like it. Hell yeah. It's about damn time I got that thing to work. The cutout on this one's huge, right? But the cutout from factory on this one sucks. So I did my own. Henry, how's it going? So much better. So much better. Is it as good as factory? No. But I am happy with the results, so it's good enough for who it's for. Damn, that finish looks good. Henry, how's it going? It does look like cheeks, I'll admit that. But the aftermarket scales are like 20 bucks, so I can't complain too much. It looks a lot better than it did. I'm not completely finished with it yet. Bad H, what's up? Good luck with that. If you want to burn this thing to get the tiny shavings out of it, you're free to do so. Hell, buy it from me and I'll let you do that. I will ship it out to you. That hole is not for that. It's definitely better than it was, and actually it's smoother than factory. It can be flicked now. You mean this? On the God, it almost feels loose. Well, I don't do lanyards, so... Oh, that was a fun stream. Might keep going for a bit, but probably not super long. Oh my god, what am I getting notifications for? Do not disturb. I thought I was going to have to go deeper on that, I'll be honest. What are we going to gossip about? I learned some tea on Koenig. Yeah, it turned out really well. On Julie. Well, Julie won't stop trying to contact me. It's almost finished. There's still a couple sandblasted spots down here and up here. But I think for the moment I'm going to leave those as is, and we'll finish it later on. Oh, I'm not sure if I should be talking about that. Let me check something real quick. Fine. So apparently, when the Koenig brand started, he was working with Millet to release their products, the Koenig products. And while they were doing that, he was sleeping in the Koenig office. And one day, he, now this is alleged. I don't have, this is based off of one person saying this. One day, he took all the CAD work from the computer and left and started making shit himself. Now I have no proof of either side of this. Other than the hearsay of one person that works at Koenig or at Millet. Worked at Millet. Yeah. Fun stuff. I will not name names. I will not, yeah. But kind of sounds like a turd to me. Yeah, you're telling me. But I don't have his side of the story or anything, so I can't tell you guys, you know. I don't have any proof of anything. Damn, this thing's so much nicer than it was. Was it worth $20 to have a file that did that for me? I don't know. A gossip section of the stream once a week. I don't hear a whole lot of gossip about the knife community, though. You know? And you guys got to keep in mind, this was years ago. Like, back in 2016. It's almost 10 years ago. Yeah, I went and dropped by the Millet, the place where they make stuff, and they make a lot of stuff for a lot of companies and get no credit for it, which I feel bad about, you know. If I've got a company making nice stuff for me, you know, I would love to give them credit for that. I'm not going to sit there and not give them credit for basically building a product of mine. Yeah, I completely agree. So my thought is, when I start coming out with stuff, I'd like to have their logo somewhere on the knife. Maybe not as blatantly obvious as my logo, but have it somewhere on the knife. I didn't see anything about him buying an Nkosi. I finished the mod for the thumb ramp, though. Actually, I would say that that thumb ramp is better than factory from the Chris Reeve factory. The satin finish isn't complete yet, but no, I'm not doing that. We're not going with my YouTube channel as the brand. But I can't tell you guys the brand because if I go and do that, then somebody might buy the IP for everything. And then I'm out a wonderful name. I wish I could tell you guys the special things that I'm working on. I really do. No. Like I said, I can't tell you guys what the name is because if I do, somebody might go and buy the rights to it because I haven't done that yet. Baby hands knives. I am not currently part of a business that has to do with knives. Nope. Ah, yes. Part of the Julie saga. Cut and carry, what's up? I definitely need to get a reblade for this thing. I just don't like the drop point blade all that much. Take a leak, LLC. I have a job outside of this, yeah. I'm just not allowed to talk about my job. No, we're not doing Take a Leak, LLC. Although that would be hilarious. Then we're going to do the strop. Is what mine? Yeah, it's mine. I got an aftermarket front scale for it. No, it's a Second Sabenza still. FAP LLC. Although that's great, no, we're not going with that. Yeah, it does sound like someone's microwaving something, doesn't it? It does look good with that front. No, not Hot Pockets. I think it's chicken. I think all the leftover chicken's being eaten right now.
It is.
Yep.
It will be.
How unfortunate. I might see if I can convince the guys over at Millet to refinish this for me. Leave some for you. I don't think she's gonna leave anything, not even some crumbs. Big back, big back, big back, big back. Oh, anyway. That was a good stream. Pulled in some new people. I think we're going to go ahead and end it there, though, now that it's finished. Or close to finished. Once I get this thing completely, you know, why don't I just continue? I could keep flattening it for a little bit longer. It just sucks. No, I'm not using the 140. That doesn't leave a good looking finish. I already told them that I did that. Trust me, if I thought that I could do this faster while still leaving a nice finish, I would. Damn it, I gotta take this thing apart again. I need to stop putting shit away. But my name ain't Bobby. And we don't make the biggest blades either. I still think that that's pretty good, Lou. I still think DBD with his the Cripple Crew, that thing's hilarious. But I don't think that he's actually done the paperwork to make it a corporation. So Cripple Crew Inc. doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Ground Fog, what's up? Kind of wish that I would stop getting the membership thing for his channel. Like people donate the memberships and then like a good chunk of the time it goes to me, and I never watch like any of his membership content, so it just feels like a waste. Oh, well, that's the easiest way I've ever taken one of these off. The wiggle, and it just works. Yeah, I put a backspacer in it last month, I think. It just didn't feel right without it. It has been a little while since you've seen this thing. No, we're not going with that. And we're definitely not going with that, Lou. That is a horrible idea. Robert, how's it going? No, I'm pretty happy with the idea uh, that has been come up with already, so I'm probably going to stick with that one. Oh, will we get this finished today? Find out on next stream. I'm early. Well, yes, I did. That doesn't mean that I need to name the company after that. No, we are definitely not naming it that. I see where you're going with that, King. That ain't gonna happen. Someplace in China makes it. No, we're not doing that either. No. Funny though. Sloth design works. We'll release it eventually. No, Lou. We're not doing that one either. And you guys will never find them. Alright, I don't need any more company name recommendations. Oh my god, we're almost done. You know, almost nobody's gonna get that one, Lou. Idiot LLC. Not the worst one I've heard tonight. I need to get this finished before 5. All this for looks. Oh, my fingers. We've gone through almost half a bottle of that spray stuff just doing this. No, we'll just leave it with the finish that I'm done on, which is going to be a 400 grit hand rubbed finish. Nice. You're forgetting the teepee. The TP for the bunghole? Why would customers provide that? I don't always enjoy putting stuff off, but I think I'm going to put this one off again. It's close, but the closer you get, the longer it takes. Because the more materials you'll be removing. So we'll leave it at this for now, which is damn near there, because I have something that I need to ship. Well, it's titanium mixed with water. I can't imagine that it would taste great. No, that sounds nasty. I think next time I'm going to try something. I might try that right now real quick. See if this will take less time to take it apart. Okay, so it's tight. Now we'll loosen it. Oh, well, that's gone forever. Hey, but that was an easy way to take it apart. Cool. I'll do that next time. Where did that screw land? I've noticed lately that they've been landing closer to me than I expected them to. Okay. Now that I got that screw back, There we go. One of the few knives that I know of that uses an Allen key. Also one of the few knives where you can fully tighten everything down and it still closes. So I think we're going to go ahead and end it there. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, morning, day, whatever it is. And we'll see you in the next one.